Hello everybody, and welcome to the premiere edition of the Clay County Times-Democrat Weekly Web Update, sponsored by Piggott State Bank. Piggott State Bank, serving the region since 1930, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender. I'm Tim Blair. I'm pleased to welcome you to our latest effort to keep our readers informed, a web-based update of what can be found in this week's edition of the Clay County Times-Democrat, be the February 13th edition. And as we go forward, Valentine's Day 2013 going to go down in history as a beautiful day. Now, the world of newspapers has changed drastically in the 135 or so years since the first publication started in this area. Now, back in those days, photos were rare, with only a hand-drawn illustration or two. Later, photography became an important part of the newspaper business. Now, in the 1990s, newspapers, including this publication, started websites in an effort to keep up with the drastic changes coming in communications. Now, that's continued with advances in technology, and today's tools include social media such as Facebook, live and delayed streaming of video, and real-time information, all available through the World Wide Web. Now in the future, more advances are in store. This newspaper will continue to incorporate the new technology and ideas as we strive to keep you informed. That's our job. Now, this webcast is not intended to replace the weekly newspaper, and we encourage everyone to subscribe to either the print or online editions. Print media has always been the basis for the best in news reporting, and despite the addition of electronic forms, that trend should always continue. Now, we'd also like to draw attention to our new Facebook page and encourage everyone to like us when you get the chance. Our website is also a great place to find out about breaking news, weather, sports. You can get the forecast, check out the features that we have. Without a doubt, it's the only website in the world devoted to what goes on in eastern Clay County and the surrounding area. I also like to offer a special thank you to Piggott State Bank for supporting this effort. It's our sponsor. The bank has had a presence on our website since its inception, and we appreciate it and all they do for the region. Now, checking what's going on in this week's almanac. The week of February 14th, of course, the current moon is waxing crescent at a little over 20% full. And the planting guide indicates that today would be a poor day for planting, but if you're going to be starting some of your winter crops, you can start those inside today through the end of the month. So things like cauliflower and cabbage and different things, it is a good time for that. Checking the calendar for the coming week, Monday's President's Day for 2013, a holiday for government employees. Local, county, state, and federal offices will be closed in observance of the holiday, and there'll be no mail service that day, but due to an earlier snow day, students in the Rector and Piggott school districts will be going to school Monday, so they do have classes. But due to the holiday, the monthly Clay County Quorum Court meeting has been postponed. It will not be held Monday evening as normally scheduled. It'll be held at 7 p.m. Tuesday, February 19th at the courthouse in Corning. Now, we'd like to remind you about some of the headlines that can be found in the print and online edition of this week's Clay County Times-Democrat. That includes story about a generous donation from Piggott State Bank that has been used to start the Piggott Community Sharing Hearts Incorporated, a nonprofit organization formed to assist students in the Piggott School District. Now, a 10-person board has been formed. Barbara Beatty and Gerald Morris, along with Mona Scott, are the officers for that. If you'd like more information on the project, you can contact Beatty at Piggott Elementary School, or you can call the bank at 598-3802 for more information. This should be a great thing going forward. Also includes a feature this week by Ryan Rogers on Lindsay Ford of Rector, one of the performers who will be featured at the Chad Garrett and Friends concert. That's coming up this weekend at the Rector Community Center, and the benefit proposed upgrades in the center. They'll be raising money for those upgrades at the center. That's being held at 7 o'clock Saturday. And ticket information, call 595-3035. Congrats to the Hemingway Pfeiffer Museum and Education Center in Piggott, as they were recognized at the recent Delta Byways banquet. Congratulations to them. More information on that honor can be found in the print and online edition of this week's paper as well. Next week's National FFA Week, and the Piggott chapter, they've got a number of activities. Monday will be Green Hand Day. They've got Hat Day on Tuesday. Wednesday is FFA T-shirt Day. Thursday is Faculty and Staff Appreciation Day. They've got a pancake breakfast, I believe, scheduled for that day, and a luncheon set on Friday. National FFA Week coming up next week. Also, folks down at Rector have activities going on as well. In sports, Ryan Rogers has all the details from the big Piggott Rector basketball showdown last week at Piggott High School, with the nod going in both games to the Cougars. We'll also have information on the Cougar Mohawk District tournament appearances at Hoxie and Marmaduke. As of last night, all the Piggott and Rector teams eliminated as the boys fell to Augusta last night. You can find all the details on our website as we update the bracket with scores and so forth. And you can find that as well on cctimesdemocrat.com. Looking back at local history, it was 40 years ago this month that the Arkansas legislature passed Senate Bill 185. That is the one that would establish in the future regulation of solid waste and eventually would lead to the outlawing of burning of trash in the state of Arkansas. That was 40 years ago. Well, with that, we wrap up the first edition of the Clay County Times-Democrat Weekly Web Update, brought to you by Piggott State Bank. We want to hear from you. You can post comments to our Facebook page. You can also email us at piggottimes@centurytel.net. Also have links to contact us on the website. We'd like to hear from you. And until next time, this is Tim Blair reporting for the Clay County Times-Democrat. Have a good day.